All right, good morning, everybody. We found a vacant lot. This is what Southern California does to you. All right, you got to find some random vacant lot, like a vagrant, out here amongst all the trash and the shopping carts and old tires. That's actually a truck tire. Come on, guys. There's a couple of them over here. But anyway, there was another truck parked here last night. So I parked next to him, kind of figured, you know what, we're gonna make this into a little truck stop. There was a taco truck over there off to my right, so but I didn't eat there because there's a Chick-fil-A about a block away. So this was a pretty good, you know, little pit stop, little stopping spot. It was only kind of scary, but hey, no transvestites approached, so we're good. All right, I gotta go to Denny's, get some Grand Slam, and then we gotta look for a load, man. All right, so we got the DAT load board, pancakes, hash browns, sausage, little Cholula, Coca-Cola. And way off over there in the distance, we can see El Hueso from where we're sitting. So we can keep an eye on him, make sure no one messes with him. All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? It is now Friday morning. So yesterday I had breakfast at Denny's, and then I started looking for loads. And each load that I bid on, I was recording like, oh yeah, and I'm bidding on this load, and I'm bidding on this load, and I'm bidding on this load, and oh, they counter offered me at this. And guys, I struck out. And so I don't want to put all that stuff in there because it would make this video so long, because each one I thought this is going to be the one. And I want to have like the process that I went through to book this load recorded, but it's like 40 minutes of footage for no loads. So yeah, it's Friday morning, so we held out all day Thursday. We were looking at loads that were going from like out in the desert down past Palm Springs and going all the way up to Sacramento, north of Sacramento. And we were trying to bid on that, you know, just over 2,000, and they were coming back with 1,500. And so I tried to play hardball, missed out on it. I was working a lot of Swift and night loads yesterday. They had the loads. Today it's TQL that has the loads. And man, these guys aren't paying. I did have a couple loads lined up, and that was the part that was like kind of, yeah. Anyway, I got a counter offer on a load yesterday that I should have taken, but I thought I was the lead. Well, I was the lead bid for a load that went back north. So I thought I was going to get that one. It said like, it sent me all these notifications that like, okay, you've got the high bid. We're going to contact you right now, right now. And then I saw these notifications. They all came at the same time. So then I'm like, okay. So then I kind of waited for them to contact me. And I was like, okay, let me go back in. And like, so I went to look, and I looked for the load, and the load was gone. So I think that I won the bid, and they just didn't want to move it for that price. And they either called another carrier directly and just said, hey, we got this load. Would you do it? You know, whatever. I don't know. But nevertheless, I lost out on that load. So, we ended up going and looking at trailers yesterday. That's what we did on Thursday after we had breakfast at Denny's, looked for loads. And then I said, you know what? I need a trailer, man. So I went and looked at some reefer trailers, and yeah, we're going to see about buying a reefer, because I'm keeping an eye on those rates. We're getting into that season right now where California just is full of reefer loads. So yeah, that's kind of the plan right now. And that's what we're doing. So I'm working on a couple loads right now here, the TQL loads, and I'll fill you guys in on whichever one I get, because I don't want to explain all of it to you. That's too long. All right, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, starting to get worried. Oh man, so I had a TQL load, $1,800, picking up in Santa Fe Springs and delivering in Union City, California. And I must have slept wrong on that mustache. It's all whacked out. Anyway, $1,800, and I go through the process of booking it, all this stuff, and the guy who owns the load, well, not the guy who owns the load, but the agent that was calling me, that was working with me, he said, hey man, the sales on this operations, whatever they're called at TQL, he said, hey, they said that they need someone with a year experience because it's a high value load. Not a year experience, a year with your authority. So I missed out on that one. And you know what? That wasn't even the worst one, because I had a Swift one. I submitted an offer. He called me, which is the first time Swift has called me. They've been trying to just deal in the app, and it hasn't been working out. So this one was going to go from right down the road from where I'm at, right here. I'm in Jurupa Valley. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys I came over here to the truck stop, did I? Yesterday, after I looked at trailers, I reserved one of these little bobtail spots for 15 bucks so that I could have a parking spot when I got here, and I could actually take a shower and, you know, use the restroom facilities and all that kind of stuff. So went ahead and did that just so I could have a nice comfortable place to stay. Got a good night's sleep. Anyway, so from right down here, it was going to go all the way up almost to Redding, California, like 500 and something miles. But it ended up where he needed, my insurance certificate wasn't like correct. He said I didn't have non-owned trailer insurance, and I said, no, I do, I know I do. And he said, well, it doesn't show it on your certificate. I said, all right, well, let me contact the insurance company, get them to issue a new certificate for you guys that reflects my coverage, because I know I have that coverage because I don't own a trailer. So I got non-owned trailer insurance. And anyway, in that process, by the time I got it, he said, oh man, I'm so sorry, someone else has booked the load. So I was like, oh man. So I've struck out twice already this morning, and it's only 8:45. So the load board's not looking good right now, guys. So we might be trying to take something out of LA at a discount just so that we can get home. Because as much as I love Fontana and Jurupa Valley down here, I don't want to be here all weekend. And yeah, Miles has prom this weekend. My daughters have a softball game at noon on Saturdays, so I'm looking to get home for that. Yeah, man, learning experience. Gotta get that trailer. That's what I'm learning from this process of going power only. Gotta get that trailer. That's the only way to go. Power only sucks. This sucks. Anyway, we gotta keep grinding. Gotta get on those load boards. If something pops up, I'll be calling them right away. And my price is steadily going down the later it gets. Hopefully I get something. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. All right, so we got a load, guys. We got a freaking load. Uber Freight. I was looking at this load for a long time, and it wasn't popping up. I mean, it wasn't coming up in price. They just had it down at $1,000. It's one way, or it's a round trip, but it's a load out trailer on the way back, so you can pick up a load. So I was interested in it because I want to try doing that, but it was just a little. It's really heavy, and it was really low on the rate. So as I was sitting here, all the loads I kind of had working, and then I had, contact with people and kind of throwing my bids out there. All those slowly started like dropping off until it's like, I think in this whole musical chairs thing, I'm going to be the one left without a chair here pretty soon. I'm going to be the one left without a load. And I'm not like at home where I can just relax and chill. I'm out here in the truck stop in Jurupa Valley, or Jurupa Valley, however you pronounce it. So anyway, we grabbed a load, so that Uber load finally popped up on the DAT load board, and it gave a contact email. So I got the contact email. I emailed him, told him what I wanted to do it for. He met me in the middle. So we took the rate in the middle, and we're going to go deliver this load tomorrow morning at 0500 in Stockton, which is cool because it's a lot closer to the house than a lot of the loads I was looking at. And then we'll go from there, look for a load that comes out of my area, my general vicinity, and try to get something that delivers back down here on Monday morning, so I can deliver that trailer back to the Anheuser-Busch over there. So it's a beer load, and it's gonna be heavy. And but Is it weird that I wanted a heavy load because I really want to see how El Hueso does pulling the grapevine with a heavy load on? Huh? I mean, I know it's not like business savvy, but it's like I got this truck with some horsepower and some torque. I kind of want to see what it can do. So anyway, it's heavy. Probably going to scale it because I don't know what my weights are going to be, and I'm going to be going through a couple different scales on my way. Valencia and then Chowchilla. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll skip Chowchilla by going, yeah, I might have to go around that scale. I don't know. I just don't like that scale. It's always open. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys on the road. All right. We just have to make this turn. Hopefully we can make it without taking off any bumpers or anything. Alright. Now it says the truck entrance is right over here, so seems like it was the other gate was really well marked. Like, hey, truck entrance over here, so I have a feeling that this is what we're doing. Yeah, alright, cool. There's a truck. Let's just get in line. We don't have anything to scale in, but we'll just get in line anyway. So yeah, guys, beer load. It's gonna be heavy. I don't know my exact tare weight, and especially not with, you know, their trailer, but they do have scales here, so hopefully I'll be right on my weights. I won't have to do anything crazy with axles or with fifth wheels or anything. I'd like to just grab it and go. So we'll see. We'll see what it turns out being. They always put 45,000. It seems like it's just like they put that across the board, like, hey, it's heavy. So that way, if you have a heavy truck, you just already know I can't take it. And my truck is not light, but it's not like crazy heavy either. I mean, it's got the smaller sleeper on it, flat top. It's not like crazy heavy. The dry weight from the factory was 17,100 and something pounds. And then I don't know how much the chrome weighs that I added on, you know, the stacks, the bumper, the visor, all of that kind of stuff. I don't know exactly how much that weighs. And then the fuel and the def, you know, you're looking at, like, I don't know, I figured it at about 1,600 pounds, just guessing, estimating. So yeah, and then so 17.1 plus, you know, 1,600 is like 18.8, and then whatever my chrome was, and then however much their drive-in plus the 45,000 weighs. So we'll be pushing up against the limit. So hopefully we can axle it out and be good, and we won't have any issues. But yeah, we're just gonna get checked in over here, and I'll turn the camera back on once we get moving, because sitting in line isn't very fun, is it? All right, guys, we got that Powerloop, but Houston, we've got a problem. So we got the automatic tire inflation system, but it doesn't work when it sits for so long, not hooked up to air. So we're gonna have to get this figured out, and then yeah, we'll see. Man, insult to injury. I put a couple holes in my mud flap here. I'm assuming it's because all the trailers at these places are dropped so low that I have to drop my airbags to get under them, and then I drag those stinking things underneath the tires, because I got to drop the bags to get my fenders underneath these trailers. But anyway, man, we're gonna have to get that trailer. They're calling the shop out. I know there's a way that I could pop it back onto the bead, since it's already got air going into it with that tire inflation system, but I'm not gonna be playing with fire over here at Budweiser, and I don't know what the heck I'm doing with that anyway. I'd probably blow the thing up. So anyway, we're gonna wait we're gonna wait for Goodyear to come out and change that tire. So happy Friday, happy Friday. Miles has a baseball game tonight. Looks like I'll probably miss that. I'm kind of bummed about that. But that's truck driving for you. And then yeah, we'll get on the road at some point.
How you doing today?
How's it going, bro?
Good.
Hey, you want to be on YouTube? I got a YouTube channel. Is it cool if I film you?
I don't care, man.
You okay? All right, cool. All right, what's up, everybody? We are finally with a flat tire repair. But I don't know if you guys can see I'm shaking around because I got on the scale and I was 20 pounds over gross. So I was 80,020, just a little bit over. So I must weigh more than what I thought. And dag nabbit. I was like, shoot. I was most heavy on the drives because they pushed everything up to the front of the trailer. So I don't know exactly how it all works out, but I know I was at like 10,200 on my steers. So I needed to slide my fifth wheel up. But they didn't even give me the option to try and rework it because I was over gross. So I think they're just going to take some off, and then I'll get back on the scale and we'll see how I weigh out. See if I can slide stuff around. If I still need to slide stuff around after that, I will. But anyway, those of you who aren't truckers, you're just going to be like, cool, that's gibberish. And those of you who are truckers, you're going to be like, cool, you should have known that beforehand. But hey, new truck, never hauled this trailer before, never been to this place. This is all learning for me. So those of you who run van and reefer, you guys know all about sliding tandems and fifth wheels and everything. So yeah, other than that, we've just been monitoring the front end of our truck, making sure no one's going to hit it. Had an older guy, and he was getting close to it, and he stopped and he looked at me like and I was like, it's okay, man, you got it. And he goes, do you want to try? And I was like, no, I don't. You got this. I said, I'll spot you. And I went over, I said, you look out your window at my bumper and you make sure you don't hit me. I'm going to watch your other side, your blind side, make sure you don't hit that trailer. He goes, are you sure you don't want to just do it? I said, yes, I'm sure. You got it. You got this. So he tried it a couple times, and then he ended up enlisting another guy. But I told him, man, you had it. You had it. He just kept jackknifing it a little too far. He was really trying to stay clear of my bumper, which I appreciate. But he was pushing himself into a trailer next to, caddy corner from me. So it was like, man, you gotta just trust yourself, man. Trust yourself when you're backing. Especially if you got extra eyes, just trust what you're looking at. Especially what you can see, you can see. This one lady, she was docking over there when I was getting a flat tire. Man, she was like 3 inches from my bumper, and she just backed that whole thing, and then she offset it into the spot. I mean, she nailed it. I was like, all right, that's freaking awesome. I feel like a little bit of a slouch compared to that. I could tell she docks a lot though. She had it down, man. She had it down. I walked up there to the front, just like, hey man, she's really close, and she was just like, she just eased it right on by, and then she got close enough, and then she kicked the tractor around to make sure the mirrors would miss my hood ornament. So anyway, she was doing good, man. Doing good. Anyway, all right. I ramble on when I get tired, and if I really wanted to let you guys know how I was feeling, I'm like, I'm not like loving this right now, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Bad boys. All right, I don't know. All right. All right, guys, we got out of there. It only took us 5 hours. Yep, 5 hours at the shipper on a pick up a loaded trailer. So that's always fun. Uh-oh, we got something on the shoulder. But yeah, so we're finally heading out, but now it's 5:30. So I'm on the 405 in Van Nuys at 5:30. So less than ideal, but we'll survive. We will survive. So this load being kind of like a fallback plan is a little bit of a bummer, but whatever. If we can use this trailer to load it out on Monday, then it should be kind of worth it, or almost worth it, or the learning experience of doing it will be better, or be worth it. I don't know. I'm trying to talk myself into not being crapped out, because today sucked, but we're gonna keep on rolling very slowly, but we're gonna keep rolling. All right, I don't got my microphone on, but we're climbing up the Grapevine at 37 miles an hour. We're down in I don't even know what year this is. I'm sorry. This 13 doesn't feel like home to me yet. Doesn't. Backing it down. This guy up here in the reefer trailer that's passing pretty slowly, he's got the same load I have. He left from Budweiser, so I know that dude's heavy, 'cause I'm heavy. El Hueso is taking this hill like a champ, though. It may not be, we're not gonna win any awards for the most powerful truck or anything, but it's kind of fun though. It doesn't feel like it's struggling. It just feels like this is a heavy load. Yeah, see, he's got the same seal I got, so I know that's that same truck that came out right in front of me from Budweiser. So Anyway, I just wanted to get a little footage going up this hill because it's my first time fully loaded going over the grapevine. It's doing pretty good. I'll catch up with you guys in a little while. Holy crap. Holy crap. That was a Toyota 4Runner going the wrong direction in the median. Holy crap. And he was going like 80. Wow. I don't know if the camera turned on quick enough. But that was scary. Right at the top of the southern portion of the grapevine here. At the brake check, going southbound. Wow. I don't know. People are crazy. Oh, there's a sheriff. Wow. Wow, that guy, he must have done something really bad back there. Just going the wrong direction. That's nuts. My fourth time trying to record this little segment. You guys don't know that because this is the first time you're watching it. But I keep just rambling on and on about random crap. It's so frustrating because it's not good YouTube material, not good content. What is good content is saying, you know how I thought I was too heavy? I wasn't. All right? Because they took a pallet out and now I'm at 45,000 pounds, which is what my paperwork said I would be at. Which is what I agreed to, 45,000 pounds. So 45,123 pounds put me at 78, like 78.3 I think I grossed out at. They tried to put an extra pallet on here. And it wasted an hour plus of my time, like hour and 15 minutes of my time, because they wanted to try and squeeze an extra pallet on more than what Uber Freight said was going to be on there. Flat tire, they're trying to push extra loads, extra freight, yeah, all that bull crap. We lost 5.5 hours earlier. I'm not bitter about it, but it did make me miss Miles' game. Okay, just saying, made me miss Miles' game and put me in like the thick of traffic leaving Van Nuys, and then it kind of messed up taking my tent off at the house. So I haven't decided all the way, but I think I'm gonna just outlaw it tomorrow to deliver the load. I think I'm gonna get home. So I'm not gonna drive past my house 30 miles and sleep in the truck 30 miles away from my house. 30 miles away from my house just because of hours of service rules. That's bullcrap. No, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna see my family. I'm gonna see my wife. And at least Miles, because I'll probably get home around 10:30. So I'll probably see them. All the littles will be in bed. Maggie's not really a little anymore. Lucy's on the border, but I still call them my littles. But Maggie, Lucy, and Gus will be asleep, but I'll be able to see Jessica and Miles. I'll be able to sleep in my own bed. I'll be able to take a nice hot shower. Maybe a bubble bath. No, I'm joking. I spit. So yeah, and then so we're just gonna get about 4 or 5 hours sleep. Then we're gonna go live offload this in Stockton, and I'm just gonna PC it over there. personal conveyance. For those of you who don't know what PC is, I'm going to use the truck as my personal conveyance to go to Stockton. And maybe I'll go wash the truck while I'm there, so I'll call it a truck wash personal conveyance. I don't know. I just know that if there's ever a time where like personal conveyance should be used, it's when you're going by your house and you want to go to your house. And so just because I'm trying to go to my house in between the load, it's still, in my mind, the way I'm justifying it before God, all right, and the 12 apostles, all right, and the 12 tribes of Israel, and the whole host of heaven, all right, the way I'm justifying breaking the law and being an outlaw is, it's the spirit of the law. It's the spirit of personal conveyance. Even though I'm breaking the letter of the law, the spirit of the law is being upheld, okay? That's how I get away with it in my conscience, all right? I do like to follow rules, but not all the time. I say that as I'm going 60-something miles an hour down the road. Maybe I don't like to follow rules as much as I like to think. But anyway, I'll catch up with you guys when we park the truck, and then we'll make the delivery, and then this video is going to be done. All right, guys, so we got El Hueso docked with the Powerloop trailer, and yeah, we got 2 other trucks here that got here in front of us. Seems like it's just a first come first serve type thing, but it's not very many pallets because they're heavy, so it shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take too long at all. But it is Saturday morning, so it's Saturday morning crew. Seems like there's not very many of them in there, but I don't know. They might have just all gone in a different entrance than the other guy did. But anyway, let's get in the truck and we'll talk about the numbers. The numbers. All right. Had to get a cool shot of El Hueso for you guys. All right, so we got that load off the truck, and yeah, this is it for the video. All I gotta do now is just tell you guys what the numbers were. I'm not gonna do it at the very end of the video every time because I don't want people just to scroll to the end to see what rates I got. But I know that that's gonna happen anyway. Just don't be that guy. If you skipped the journey that it took to get here, just don't be that guy, all right? But so this was a not great load for in my book anyway, because remember we went, you know, we went down for 900. Now we went down with an empty trailer, so it's still a profitable load, but I wanted to come back with more than what we got on this load. So we were in Jurupa Valley, which is by Fontana. We had to deadhead 70 miles. It was actually further than I thought it was. 70 miles to go get the load. So from Jurupa Valley to Van Nuys was 70 miles. We picked up the load in Van Nuys, 320 miles to our delivery here, and I still have 45 miles to get back to my yard. So you guys know my rate per mile, I always include all of my miles. If I just included the loaded miles on this, it would be a good load. It would sound really good. I could put it on the thumbnail. 375 a mile, yeah. But you know what? That doesn't count because I still got to get home. I don't have another load on the truck right now. Right after I drop this, there's still other mileage included, and you have to include it. It's got to go somewhere. You don't get to like sweep it under the rug like a lot of people do. All right. So anyway, so the loaded miles. We got $1,200 on this, all right? $1,200 for 320 loaded miles, which is $375 a loaded mile. Doesn't matter. $375 is not the real rate per mile. The real rate per mile is based on the 435 miles that we're going to be doing, because we still have 45 left to go. So the 435 miles, so $1,200 divided by 435 miles gives us a rate of $2.75 a mile. So, but that's what it is, man. We needed to get home. It's Saturday morning. I gotta go. It's like 6:30, maybe 7. I don't even know what time it is, actually. I've just been working on this video. So I gotta get home. Make sure Gus and Miles are doing good, because my wife is gonna be gone taking the girls to softball pictures. Then we got a softball game at noon. I'm home for that. That's good. Miles had a good game last night. I missed it. I missed his game, man. It's this game. All right. I will talk to you guys on the next load. Peace.